Hey guys, so in the UK, a 3-parent baby was born recently. Yes, you heard that right. The baby was created using DNA from 3 separate people. But before we get into the details, make sure that you like this video, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any of our videos. Okay, so the baby was created using IVF from a process known as mitochondrial donation treatment, in short MDT. Let's look at a clip to learn more about this.
Now, the first baby, created from 3 genetic parents, has been born in the UK. The breakthrough is aimed at stopping a mother passing on defective genes to a child. The Human Fertilization and Embryology Authority says fewer than 5 births have been recorded using the procedure. So let's take a look at how it works. Well, nuclear DNA, which defines characteristics like personality and eye colour, is given to the embryo from the mother and father. Then a tiny amount of mitochondrial DNA is provided by the third parent. This makes an embryo which contains both healthy mitochondria from the donor and nuclear DNA from the baby's mother and father. The treatment is designed to prevent potentially life-threatening inherited diseases and genes from being passed on from parents to their children.
So this treatment is to prevent any inherited diseases that are caused by mutated mitochondria. This isn't the first time a baby was created using this technique, by the way. In 2016, a woman carrying genes for Leigh syndrome, a fatal disease that affects the development of the nervous system, gave birth to a baby using MDT. While it might seem like a process intended to save lives, it is quite the opposite. The process of manufacturing babies through IVF and especially through MDT raises several ethical concerns. In IVF, sperm and eggs are brought together in a petri dish to create multiple embryos. The embryo is then implanted into the woman's uterus. The remaining embryos are either frozen or discarded. Millions of innocent children in the earliest stage of their lives are carelessly thrown away. We've done a detailed video on this, link is in the description. Children who are born through sperm or egg donors are robbed of the opportunity to find out who they really are, who their father or mother is, where they come from, or who their ancestors are. Even adopted children could eventually be reunited with their parents or find out about their history and family tree. But for children manufactured in a lab through donors, this part will always be missing from their lives. MDT is a modified form of IVF which takes healthy mitochondria from a donor egg. The replacement takes place either before or after the mother's egg has been fertilized by the father's sperm. In any case, mitochondria also contains DNA. So a child produced using MDT would contain inherited DNA from the mother, father, and the donor. The donor DNA would then continue to be passed on to the future generations. The Human Fertilization and Embryology Authority stated that less than 5 MDT babies have been born of 20th April 2023. This is not enough to understand the long-term risks or side effects that the children could develop. Scientists cannot provide a 100% guarantee that a child would never develop mitochondrial diseases, since a small amount of the infected mitochondrial DNA from the mother could still be transmitted to the child. Professor Robin Lovell, badge of the Francis Crick Research Institute, said, "It will be interesting to know how well the mitochondrial replacement therapy technique worked at a practical level, whether the babies are free of mitochondrial disease, and whether there is any risk of them developing problems later in life." No matter what the reasoning might be, artificially manufacturing children is problematic. Life begins at conception. The whole process of IVF exchanges the mystery and beauty of a couple bringing forth new life through their union to a calculated clinical creation in a lab. So, what do you think about this? Are there any moral or ethical consequences of intentional genetic modification of children and their descendants through MDT? Is IVF fruitful or fatal? Let us know in the comments below. Also, if you like this new format, let us know by liking our content and subscribing to our channel. Until next time.